Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. We're going to wait for a couple of more guests to be admitted from the lobby, and then we can get started. Action. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Damita Roberts. I'm the Business Development Coordinator with the City of Houston's Office of Business Opportunity. And joining me, I have my co-program managers, Niyonsaba Magnifique and Pearl Cajoles, our External Affairs Department Manager. We also have our partners for the Turnaround Program, Latosha Selexman and Veronica Whalen with the Houston Health Department. We have joining us Johnny Sallie Jr. He's a TEP graduate from the first initial cohort, so he'll be sharing his experiences today. And then we have Marina Perez with the BridgePath, who has the information about the credit counseling portion of the program that we've added this year. Okay, so today we're going to talk to you about the upcoming TEP program that starts on Wednesday, May 5th. This program was designed to aid the city in providing an educational resource to help previously incarcerated individuals with building a path to entrepreneurship. Before we begin, please mute your mics if you have not already, and if you have any questions, please add them to the chat. Magnifique will be how do you say? I'm sorry. She'll be reviewing the
Monitor.
chat to monitor. Yes, she'll be monitoring
Monitor.
the chat to answer your questions towards the end of the presentation. Let's see, what else do we have? So let's get started. So we're going to review first off the process for the applications and intake forms. So how we will do it is we will have the applications open until Sunday, April 18th, and then those applications will go through an internal review. Once that is completed, we will send invitations for interviews, and then from that interview process, we will select our cohort and then send out the confirmation, and then the orientation will begin. So it's a pretty straightforward process. We will keep you updated throughout the segment to let you know what your status is once we have made the decisions. The program requirements. So our requirements for the program are more so for the age. You have to be at least 18 years old, and and it is geared for previously incarcerated individuals. So that's kind of things that we check on the background to make sure that you qualify for this program, so you can fully get the benefits for the services that we're going to offer. What's included in the program is this session we will have the business plan portion and the credit restoration portion, and it helps to understand the finances and get more in-depth information about the business planning. So we've combined those two to piggyback off one another, to help you to be maintain your business and personal finances. So those are the updates we've had this year. Sorry, we have more people coming in. I'm just admitting them as they come. And our program curriculum, it goes over 5 key modules. We have our modules for how to start and legally file your business, how to create products and services, how to produce a sales and marketing plan, and how to set up your organizational management and human resources. We also cover the financial planning and the cash flow statements. So what you'll produce is in entirety is a business plan that will help you guide along the start and maintain your business over the years. You can always go back and change it, but having that business plan is going to help you understand, is the business viable? How can I get investors? What how much capital will I need? And if my services can be expanded. Just a few benefits from there. Okay. Okay. And the business plan will be produced by each participant and reviewed by a member, an expert from SCORE. So our SCORE reviewers will be assigned certain cohort members to look over your business plan for each session that it is submitted. So they will give you live feedback about what your plan is looking like, if it's viable, what to change, what to update, if they need more information, and that'll help you with building it throughout the 10-week course. Talk about the requirements for graduation. You must attend at least 8 sessions, complete all of the assignments, and submit a final business plan for graduation. Okay, and that just goes over the program. And so also I want to add in our program has been expanded from 5 weeks from before. It's now a 10-week program. Classes are generally every 2 weeks, and we expanded it because we really wanted to give more time for the credit portion, to learning the finances, as well as the time to build the business plan and all of the requirements that we're adding to the assignments. So if you have any questions, again, please add them to the chat. Magnifique will be monitoring them, and we will answer them during the Q&A portion. So I want to get on to our partners who's going to introduce themselves and tell you all more about their programs and contributions to the program. And first up, we have Latosha Selexman. She's the division manager for the City of Houston's Health Department's Community Reentry Network program. And Latosha, you have the floor.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
All right. Good deal. So my name is Latosha Selexman. Again, I am the division manager with the City of Houston Community Reentry Network program, and we are housed or a part of the Houston Health Department. I have with me here today Ms. Veronica Wayland Peter. She is one of the senior counselors with our program. Ms. Veronica, can you raise your hand, please? All right. Thank you so much. So a little bit about our program. Our program has been in existence since about 2008. And I'll tell you a little bit about our mission. Our primary mission is to help people who are formerly incarcerated successfully reintegrate back into the greater Houston community. So what does that entail, really? What that entails is providing assessments, resources, referrals, anything that we can possibly provide to help people successfully rejoin their families, their support systems, and just their natural communities once they have been touched by the criminal justice system. Our program has been in existence, and forgive me if I've said this before, since about 2008. And as a part of that, we have case management staff, we have local partners who assist us in providing the supports that we offer. Some of the services that we offer include linkages to healthcare services, linkages to supportive housing, family reunification, peer support, and some really important classes that have been instrumental in helping people rejoin the community. Some of those classes include Thinking for a Change, which is cognitive behavioral readjustment classes, and it's really been helpful to people who are on probation to help them get back into the community. We also offer the Texas Drug Offender Education Program and anger management. So those classes have been really instrumental in helping individuals. And then one of the last things that we offer is workforce development. And workforce development has been instrumental. Our partner in that program is the Texas Workforce Commission. We help individuals to refine their resumes, hone their interviewing skills, and we really want to help people to get back into the workforce, because we know, if nothing else, people really want to get back to being able to provide for themselves and their families. We do all of this through a needs-based assessment. We listen to what individuals say that they need, but through our assessment, we also determine what we see is a need, and we marry those two and really try to help people get back on track. So that's kind of the short of our program. If you'd like more details about what we do and or how we might be able to assist you or someone you know, you can feel free to contact us. Our information, because I don't want to go over the time that I'm allotted here, is listed somewhere. If not, we can provide it. But I'll give you our number really quickly if you want to jot it down. It's 832-393-5467. Again, my name is Latosha Selexman. It's excellent being able to meet everyone, and we hope to be able to support you or someone you know at a future time. Thank you so much for your attention and time about Reentry.
All right. Thank you, Latosha, for adding that information. And I believe we are adding the phone number to the chat at this moment. So next up, we will have Johnny Sallie Jr. He's the owner of Loyalty Life Legacy LLC. He was a previous graduate of the TP program, and he's here to talk about the impact that it's had on his business. Johnny?
Peace, family. Again, as she said, my name is Johnny Sallie, owner of Loyalty Life Legacy. We are a 100% veteran-owned life coaching and community assistance organization focused on positive social impact and universal community wellness through action, guidance, and motivation with a wide array of products and services. I had already been out, I want to say roughly about 2.5 years, and had started on my journey towards operating my own business. As we know, it can be kind of difficult to find a job in today's climate, especially during COVID, especially with a background. So I figured that it would be best for me to start my own business. One, because I saw things that I felt needed to be implemented into our communities. And also, I knew that I would be able to provide others jobs. Many places don't know that they can hire felons and actually receive a benefit from it. So when the program was introduced to me, I wasn't very sure of what I was going to receive. Again, we were the first class. And I met a lot of individuals and gained a lot of resources that were very beneficial. Like she said, they will help you develop a business plan. They will help you with getting your credit in order. They will help you learn to budget and manage your business and your money, your finances. They will also link you with individuals that can help you with business loans. And I also was able to become a vendor of the city of Houston. I got all of my certifications as far as MBE through a lot of the other resources and individuals that they connected me with. If you need any assistance, feel free to write down my email address. It's Johnny Sallie, JohnnySallie at loyaltylifelegacy.com. LoyaltyLifelegacy.com. And I will be sure to point you in any area that I can, if I have the resources, or even if, like she said, when they start looking for cohorts to help and assist with business plans, if you need some help, just reach out to me. Peace.
Awesome. Thank you for that insight and your sharing your experience with our program. So now we have Marina Perez. She's the Chief Executive of Education and Development with the BridgePath. And she's going to share more information about how their efforts will help the selected participating with their credit and financial education. Marina?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation and allowing us to support this program. So I am Marina Perez. I have over 2 decades of experience in the personal finances and the credit industry. I'm also very involved and engaged in community development and working with other agencies in programs like this, or doing one-on-one presentations and anything about personal finances and credit. Like I said, 2 decades of credit, my goodness, I research of a lot of information. I stay on top of it. So to credit, there's no quick fix. We as an individual need to work at it. And if you don't, it doesn't get any fix. So it's up to the individual. So the BridgePath, it's a nonprofit boutique that specializes in providing financial education. We provide customized workshops and presentations in the community here locally in Houston, in other cities, and the other state closest to us. And I do travel out there, or well, I used to travel before COVID, Louisiana. So the workshops and seminars that we deliver will be in budgeting, credit, savings, first-time home buyers, goal settings, identity theft. So those are some of the few topics I can name right now, but it all depends on the host of what the topic will be and what is the need in the community at that time. So as I say, we customize to assist the community, the participants in bettering their finances. So if people are needing having financial concerns, we assist them with their options in getting out of debt. So this is our first time to join this program. And the key components in the delivery of what the BridgePath will do in this curriculum, number one, we are going to do actual presentation in credit development and education. Credit is very, very important. And as I mentioned before, if you don't work at it, it doesn't fix itself. So there'll be a presentation with an overall information, general, speaking about who are your credit bureaus, what's the purpose of those credit bureaus, establishing or reestablishing your credit, the the monitoring of your credit score. If you're not familiar with your credit score, if you haven't obtained your credit reports, I will walk you through all of those steps, step by step. It's not overwhelming. It is just getting to do it, and I will assist you with websites and instructions on how to get that information done. So you will also identify with the 3 C's of credit. Again, I will explain that more into the presentation. The second part that the BridgePath will be delivering is another presentation on spending plan and development. There you will learn about your needs and your wants, also about savings account. You need to prepare and start a savings. You will have tracking tools. You will learn what is a fixed expense, a variable expense, and the annual expense, which is part of your budget. As of right now, as I'm speaking to you, all of this information is already very important. And for you to start thinking that you need to prepare with that information. Also, as of today, and not even probably yesterday, you should also start separating your personal expenses from your business expenses, and just think about it and say, wow, I hadn't thought about that. So I'm going to start making a list, and then we can also speak about that and seeing what is personal, what is business, and how to do that separation. But at least for now, what you can do is starting just listing, writing down if you haven't done it. I mean, if you don't have a plan or you haven't started that plan, that's why you're all over the map. You need to get that GPS on and follow the instruction. So we're going to do the spending plan. We'll also have the banking experience topic. So in the banking experience topic, we will have a guest speaker from Cadence Bank come and do a presentation in regards what is the access to capital, the conventional business banking, the micro lender, the difference of a micro lender and what do they offer, and the just the overall process to capital access. And also you will have why should you bank? Why, again, the banking part and the credit almost go hand in hand. So that's what we're gonna help you, assist you to make it stronger or better or get it started. So don't think that we're way ahead of you. Seriously, this is information at the basics. And as for me, I always like to give a lot of instructions and walk you step by step because I like for people to succeed. So I don't set you to fail, and you will get information very detailed. As to the information that I'm just speaking, you will also the participants will receive an email with instructions of all this information. So in the banking experience, you will also learn the online banking, a bank versus a credit union. Why would you use one or the other, or what is one or the other? And the banking products and services. And the last but not least, all of you participants will be required to participate in what we call it the BridgePath, a confidential individual assessment mentoring session, a SIM. And what that is a one-on-one session, and it'll be with me, and that is about 45 minutes to an hour. Again, I will give you the instructions on what day and at what time. So it's a Zoom session, and I will give you instructions again what I need from you at that session. I will be asking you also prior to the session to prepare with information, because remember, it's an hour to 45 minutes to an hour. So I am very conscious of your time and how valuable time is to everyone. So I want you to be prepared ahead of time with the information, my tools to assess your situation. So I will ask you to get all 3 credit reports if you haven't not done so before. Also your credit score, and also to fill out a form for me of information once again that I need to do your financial assessment. That's why at the time of the assessment, you're not thinking, well, let me think about it, or I didn't find it. And that way we'll both be prepared as to getting to the point as what I see from that form and in our conversation to assist you with an action plan. And that action plan has to be followed. It is required to meet 3 times in the duration of this program. So the first meeting will be in May, the second one will be in July, and the third one will be in September. I will give you plenty of notice to saying our session is time for our session. I will be sending you emails. So please check your emails and instructions. And like I said, if you don't speak, I don't hear you. So I want you to let me know this is not working. I don't understand. What are you talking about? Let me know and we will work together. But in a nutshell, right now, it sounds like a lot of information, but if you count it in your fingers, it's about 4 things that I will be needing from you. You will learn a lot in regards to credit. Having a better understanding of credit, people can tackle it a lot easier. There's a difference between working on your credit and looking into service products to assist you in bettering your credit. And I will get more into all of that information later on. And once again, on your one-on-one, it is sky's the limit. Ask me what you want to ask me, clarify what you need to clarify about credit. I know personal credit inside out, and I've also worked a lot with Dun and Bradstreet myself. So that's what our participation from the Bridge Path.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marina. It was great information. I just want to go over a couple of points that I don't think I um, spotlighted earlier. So the program, as I mentioned, is a 10-week program, and well, 10 sessions. Let's say I'm sorry, it's 10 sessions, and there will be 15 that will be selected after the application closes. So we'll, like I said, do the internal review, give the announcement of who was selected, and then move forward with orientation and the remaining sessions. Okay, so I would like to thank all of you for your contributions today. And now we'll take some of the questions from the chat, or if any of you have any questions you want to ask us directly now. Go ahead. Okay. Yes, Norman. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Does it matter like the duration of the discharge date? Like, for instance, next week I'll be home for 7 years. So is that length, does it disqualify me?
It is not a
Oh,
disqualifier, not at
oh,
all.
okay.
Thank you for asking. Yes, Michelle?
And maybe I missed that part, but on the application itself, where do we obtain the actual application?
I'm sorry, say that again.
On the application, you had said that there's an actual application that we would need to complete. Where do we obtain that
Oh,
application? Maybe I missed that.
yes. You can look in the chat. Magnifique added the link for it, but for everyone, it's you can type in tinyurl.com/TEP 2021. But you can find it in the chat. Let me know when you found it, just to be sure. Let's see, some are on phone.
Hello, this is Quincy.
Yes, hi Quincy.
Yes, I had to get on the phone chat. I didn't receive the link to the Zoom.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would
Yes.
I would need that application.
Okay. If you will send me Magnifique, can you add my email to the chat as well? You can send me an email, and if you're on the phone, let me see just which one is talking. I see your number now. I'm going to jot it down, and I will get to you so that you can get access to the application.
Okay.
Norman, do you have another question? Oh, I'm sorry, you're still on mute.
You muted.
With the talk around the application, is this a different application than what was submitted already when I sent my driver's license, or is this the same application?
The same application.
Okay.
You're good to go. And I do want to add about the application. We do have it noted on there. We will need your driver's license submitted to my email address, which you'll find on the application as well. And once I receive it, I'll let you know that I've received it. And it's just the final part so we can complete our background check.
What would this is Quincy again?
Yes.
What would disqualify one from being approved to be in the program?
Repeat your question.
What will disqualify an individual from being in the program?
For disqualifications, it really just depends. It's a case-by-case basis as we go through the interview process. There aren't many factors that are, I'm sorry, one second. I think someone can't tell who's talking. Can everyone hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, there we are. So there aren't many, I can, okay, sorry. There aren't many factors that we have in place for that. It just really depends on what we're looking for as far as our cohort and who the selected individuals will be through the program, who can dedicate the time to the program. That's more of what the basis is. And because we're dealing with the reentry and the offense portion of the background checks, it's all just case by case as we review the internal application. So we don't have anything that says, oh, we'll disqualify you. So the biggest disqualifier is if someone applies and they have not been previously incarcerated. So we've seen that in the application process where we've had to notify them so that they understand exactly what the program is and what it's for. But that's just the only thing we've seen so far.
Okay,
And
so
you can, go ahead.
a particular crime does not disqualify you?
Not entirely. It really just depends on the offense case by case. We'll go into that detail during the interview process to really get an understanding of the situation and what happened. But it really isn't just a huge issue because this is for that particular, population. This program is for that.
All right, and I'm speaking to Ms. Roberts.
Yes, Damita Roberts. So you can
Okay,
mhm,
okay, thank you.
no problem. Does anyone else have a question?
Michelle have her hands up.
Michelle, Michelle, do you have another question?
No, I just can't figure out how to get my hand off.
No
I, I,
problem.
I'm new at this
It
Microsoft Teams,
happens.
okay, so I
Yeah,
don't know what to do. I mean, I can't even find the chat. I'm looking around where the chat is. Where's this
it's
chat
a
at?
learning curve. I think if you hover over the screen, it'll bring up a prompt box and it'll give you the option to look at the chat, participants, and then also three dots that'll remove your. Oh, I can do it. I lowered your hand. That's fine. But yeah, Microsoft Teams can be a bit of a learning curve. So get comfortable because if you're selected, we will be using Microsoft Teams to host our meeting sessions. Another detail that I did not mention, sorry about that, we will be hosting the class on Canvas. So all of the information will be on Canvas, and you will log in each week, each session, see what's due, see what you need to complete, submit, reviews. Everything will be in there. You'll receive your login information. You can access it on the web or an app, whichever is easiest for you. Also, if you need any resources with technology, if you're selecting the cohort, we will have that available as well. So those are a few other, pieces that we're adding to make sure that we cover all of those bases.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
So, if we submit an application, I never received a confirmation that my application was um, submitted. How do we know if it was submitted or not?
We go on a basically what is it, about 5 days or so to review their applications. Magnifique can review to make sure that we received your application, and then we can get back with you to make sure that it was confirmed. But usually we send out a confirmation that it was received, and information's about next steps. The previously it sent information about the info session. So
Okay.
now, yeah. So now
Thank.
we'll update those to just be about the deadline, the orientation and the timeline for those selected. Mm, thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
I just chimed in. I just got on the conference call. A quick question. I've been home 10 years. Would that disqualify me from being
Not
taking a
at all.
part of the program? Okay.
Not at all. There is no deadline for from your release date for that. Well, yeah, application. No cutoff. Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. And also a reminder, this recording will be available on our social media, Facebook, tomorrow. So just in case you want to kind of check back or ask any more questions or see our contact information, you can go to our Office of Business Opportunity Facebook page to get that. Mm. Are there any more? Yes.
Oh, I just want to let Sarah know that we received your application.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
And
Norman, yes,
I,
go
I
ahead.
I do have one more question though, because I'm sorry, because of the title, like what our business plan, what our business idea was. It's such a small area. If we're very brief, are we going to have the opportunity to interview with somebody to go a little bit more in detail about what our idea is?
Yes, yes. So there's
Okay.
a portion of that, and we do have another, what is it, specialized workshop or a part of the orientation where we kind of give information about building ideas, how to, see a need, feel a need, and how you can implement yourself into that industry or if you have just a thought like, hey, I'm good at this, I thought about doing this. If you want to do a trade and you want to learn how to market that and to be your own business, those are kind of the things that we'll be helping with. So whether it's commercial, retail, real estate, whatever it is, we'll have an expert there to help you throughout the process, especially with our SCORE connection. They have a lot of different experts who are vastly, qualified in different segments. So we're trying to cover all bases and assist as much as possible.
All right, cool.
And my question was, does it matter if it's a for-profit or nonprofit or organization?
It does not, and we'll cover that filing when we get to the initial part of the module, if you're selected for the cohort, where we talk about the different filings and how to set up properly and so on and so forth. Okay. Danielle, did I pronounce that
Yes.
correctly?
Yes. Thank you. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
I
Thank
had
you.
I actually have a service-based business, but I was interested in possibly pursuing a product-based business. So I didn't know if selected, would it be in my best interest to pursue both ideas, or would we more or less focus on one or the other? Because I've never been in a product-based business. I've always been in service. So the current business that I have is actually a service, but I've just recently started entertaining the idea of a product-based business. So I didn't know would having two, or would pursuing two business opportunities or two business plans be a possibility if selected, or would you guys prefer, pick one or the other and focus on one?
Okay, that's a great question. Now let me ask you, for your product-based business, is it in any relation to your service-based business?
No, totally.
No, totally different.
Yeah, totally
So
different.
we would do one business plan. You
Okay.
are, I mean, if you want to do double, you can. If you're planning it out, it will be a lot of writing, a lot of work, but you'll definitely be getting the legwork out of those thoughts, kind of brain dumping your ideas onto paper, and then organize them to see how can I pivot into this product-based business at the same time, run them simultaneously, and the things
Right.
you learn from the service-based business, you'll apply to the product. So in that regard, it'll be very similar. So if you have your service packages, it become product. If you have your processes to execute that service that is purchased, you'll have your processes to execute the production and the shipment of a product. So you'll learn simultaneously both paths, but we will cover both product and service based. So it'll be up to
Thank
you which one you want to have reviewed by the experts. So if you've been doing service for so long, you kind of know, how it's going. It's probably, better to do the product based because those experts can really help you build that out.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Does anyone else have any more questions before we recap? Has everyone on here applied for that on the application, or how many has not?
This question more,
I
I have
haven't
not.
applied.
I have not. I need to locate it still. I'm trying to locate that chat.
Okay.
I have not neither.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll get it done today.
Okay. No worries. You still, they close on the 18th. Well, it closes on the 18th, and we will be sending out information about it as well. And has everyone RSVP for the info session? You will receive information about the application. So we'll send it via email as well, so that you just in case you need it. Okay. And Magnifique, did you have anything else to add?
No, it's just for the website. For the lady that can find the chat is tinyurl.com/TEP 2021. So if you type that in, you're gonna find it. If you go on like Google, or if you just go on your search and type in tinyurl.com/TEP 2021, it will take you to the application.
Let me just, sorry, one second. I'm going
Thank
to
you.
share my screen really
You're
quick.
welcome.
Um, so that,
Oh, one thing I want to mention, the interview, it's also going to be on team. So we will not have anything in person. So just as you joined today, it's how you would join for the interview. It'll be on Teams.
you can see it. Okay, and does everyone see the screen with the, and sorry, the block is blocking it, but tinyurl.com/TEP 2021, and that will get you to the application.
Yes.
Okay,
That's T as in Tom, E as in Edward, P as in Paul.
correct. And then 2021. Okay.
That was a gentleman at the when I came in. He was giving his email address out. He was speaking
Yes.
about resources. Who was that gentleman and what is his email?
Johnny Sallie. He was he was a graduate from our first cohort in 2019. And if you want his information, we'll be sure to add it in the follow-up email about the info session.
All right, thank you.
That way you can reach out. No problem. Okay. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I think something came up in the chat. No? Okay. I'd like to thank all of you for your time and questions today. So today, and please contact me if you have any other questions. We will be, like I said, going through the interview processes soon once the application's closed and reviewing. So you should have some information about if you have been selected or not. And if you're not selected, do not get discouraged. We'll have it again next year. Hopefully we can do it again another year, and you can participate then at that time. We also have other services and opportunities with the Office of Business Opportunity. So we have business counseling, we have business legal services, and Magnifique can probably tell you more about that. But we have a lot of different variations of, I'm sorry, someone's sharing their screen. Oh, sorry. Michelle, looks like you're sharing your screen.
Yep.
Okay. No problem. So, we have different variations of services for the OBO. And like Johnny said, he got certified. His business is certified with the city. So we do have resources for that as well, if you're looking to go that route with your company and if it aligns with your business. All right. And enjoy the rest of your day. Again, we'll follow up with the information, application, as well as the contact information for those who are speaking today. All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
Love
you so
y'all.
much.
Okay. I'll just stay. A few more seconds.